Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're recording. Are you recording?
Yes.
All right. Ready? Action.
Hi, this is Kelly Barnett,
And I'm Bridget Liftinger.
and we're here to talk to you today in collaboration with Orange 411 about questions about careers and all sorts of stuff like that. So the first question that we had from a student was, one of my roommates is setting up meetings over winter break. Is that something that I should also be doing?
Absolutely, yes. You definitely want to see if you have a chance to set up those one-on-ones with alumni or friends who can kind of give you great career advice or talk about internships, so strongly advise to do that. Sometimes students will come in and they say, you know, I had a great internship and my internship supervisor from last summer said if you're available around winter break, stop by and say hi. Do you recommend that a student do that?
Absolutely. If they say for you to come by, they mean it. They wouldn't just say that to be nice. So if someone makes you the offer, come by over winter break, they absolutely want to see you. It's a great way to cement those relationships. And basically, anytime that you can meet with somebody in person, it really helps to strengthen that relationship. So it's always going to be a really good use of your time.
So break out of that comfort zone. You know, go and talk to people face to face. You're not bugging them. That's the other question that we get a lot. Are you sure we're not bugging them? If they made the offer, you're not bugging them. So go do those meetings.
Yep, it could just be a quick cup of coffee. It could be stopping by their office. You can take your cue from the person making the offer.
We get is, what do you feel kind of is the definition of business casual?
That can be tricky. I think it's a concept that not a lot of people can wrap their minds around. You want to think about, you know, if you were going over to family dinner for a big holiday and your mother says,
Dress nice.
yes, dress nicely. Grandma doesn't want to see those jeans. All right, you know, leave the jeans at home.
Right.
Wearing nice pants and a top. We talked about jackets. I think that sometimes in some situations, a dark denim that's very tidy and neat looking paired with a jacket can look nice. But thinking about, you know, everything from your head to toe. So I think sometimes gentlemen might get confused about shoes. Don't wear sneakers or tennis shoes when it comes to business casual. We want some sort of a dress shoe. It could be tie or it could be a loafer style.
Right.
I think sometimes those like Sperry
Right.
boat shoes, sometimes if they're the darker kind, those can look a little bit dressier. So that would be okay.
So it's just business casual, like you said, if you put it in that context as you're going over to your cousins for Thanksgiving and you have to dress nice.
One of the questions we're getting in the office right now is about, you know, what's the timeline? What should I be doing right now? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so where do you start? So it's an overwhelming process, we know. So the first thing we always say is visit your school's career center. That's the first place to kind of go. If your school doesn't have its own career center, go to Syracuse University's main career center in Shine. They have great resources, so that's the first place to start. So they will help you with looking at other resources, talking you through the process. So that's the first place I would begin. Any other suggestions you think?
Yeah, there are other resources on campus. Some career centers have internship databases. All SU students have access to Orange Link, which is where a lot of opportunities are posted from different employers from different areas of the working world. So that's always a great place to start.
Students will come in a panic because they're filling out an application and you're like, they're asking for salary requirements. I've never made a salary. How do I?
Right, how do I even
what do
figure that
do?
out?
So they do that total like freak out. So what sort of places do you recommend that they look for?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of places that you can look for it. There are fewer and fewer that may be credible. There are different salary surveys that you can find online, places like salary.com, glassdoor.com. Those give ranges and they do factor in experience, location, what type of position you're going in for. I personally like Glassdoor a little bit better because I've personally been solicited for past employment and salary information, so I know they're going out there and asking for that. That's a good place to start, but networking is always the best way to find that salary information.
And never, ever, ever ask somebody what they make.
Yes, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I talk about networking for
Yes.
salary information, I'm talking about speaking with people who have the job that you're looking for or have had it in the past and talking to them about salary ranges
Yeah.
and saying things like, what do you think an appropriate range for this position would be?
That way they feel more comfortable answering that, and it's not that forbidden question of
How much money do you make? Yeah.
One question that we get a lot from students is, they know that the job market is super competitive and that, we're in a tight economy, so they want to know how can they be the best applicant they can be out of like everybody else.
Well, I think regardless of what field you're entering, there are 3 things that can really give you an advantage. The first thing is training, and that's what you'll get in your classroom. That's what you get on campus and all these extracurriculars. So that's number 1. The second part is hands-on experience. Employers want to see that you've had internships, that you've had the ability to apply the skills and the different things that you've learned in the classroom outside of the classroom. And the third thing is connections. We were just talking about meeting with people over winter break. The key is to really have as many people as possible know who you are and what you want to do, so that when it comes time to look for a job, you have people in all the right places, and hopefully one of those places will be the right place at the right time.
Good answer, Kelly Burnett. Well, thank you so much for listening to us and being a great audience. We are going to come back
We will be back.
and talk about so much more about the job and internships and interview and all that career stuff.
So much
And
to talk about.
we hope you come back and watch.